Hey guys, I'm Olivia from Moonlight, and this is my first time doing a live. I'm pretty nervous. I'm nervous, excited, all the stuff, and I don't know exactly what to talk about. But I am a little sick, but don't worry, I'm gonna get better soon. If you hear me, sneezing, sniffing, I'm alright. I have flu. This is my second day of having flu. No, third day of having flu, and I promise you guys, I'm gonna get much better so I can get back my business. But let's get on. So guys, if you don't know, we just came back from a 5 day vacation in Miami. It was so good. I enjoyed every single minute of it. The food, the weather, the company, the people was just so amazing. I enjoyed every second of it. I wish I could go back there, and I am very, very, very happy that we went on a vacation. And then after that, we had only one day of resting, but that resting we had no day because we had to pick our outfits for the photo shoot we had. If y'all guys don't know, we had a entertainment photo shoot with Echo. Then we had a great time with Echo and the photographers and the models and the stylists. I mean us. That was the first time interacting with Echo, our new group. Well, not our new group, but our girl new group from L Entertainment. They're so sweet, they're so pretty, real life camera, and I really did enjoy every single moment of the photo shoot. We wish I could do it again. Maybe we will, we don't know. Yeah, I was like so nervous because I was nervous for them because it was like their first time seeing us, and you know do I really have this place? It was very nervous. But enough of that whole business. If y'all hear some like noises, some songs or anything, just know the TV from the dance studio is playing because why not? I just don't like it when it's like too quiet and I'm just hearing my own voices. Like no, that's very weird. But I'm very happy to be here with you guys and sharing your lives. So, but anyways, that's not the that's not the point right now. So I'm just here, just like to chill with y'all. Chit chat, talk, get to know each other, tell some stories. Oh, I have so much stories about Miami, the trip we went to. Great. A 10 out of 10. We'll go back first of all. So we have a funny story. Like one of us, like all my members and I, we didn't know that we were going to Miami for a vacation. We thought that we were going to Miami just to film some content, filming the next comeback, because I don't know why we thought it was gonna be in Miami. Why would we film something in Miami? But we didn't question that at all. But when we got to Miami, when we landed, and then we saw like paparazzis. If y'all didn't see the pictures on TikTok, go check them out. We saw like paparazzi. We were like, oh my god, why are they taking pictures of us? How did they know that we're gonna be in Miami? And then one of the photographers was like, are y'all gonna enjoy your vacation? And then Yuji came to me and she was like, wait, did you hear that? Like, I was like, yeah, that was like very weird. Yeah, that's very weird. Like I was like, wait, are we here for a vacation? And then our manager was like, surprise girl, we are here for a 5 day vacation. I was like, girl, don't lie to me right now. We were like, we all started screaming, we all started screaming and shouting. We were like, oh my god, is this actually legit? Like, and then we got into our like Uber or driver place and we got to the hotel. Girl, it was so beautiful. Like we had the most great view of the beach. Like we had the beach and then we had like a little swimming pool area type vibe in our villa. I was like, oh my god, you got to be joking. Like you got to be joking. And we were like jumping down up and down and then our manager was like, okay y'all stop jumping down. Y'all should be go picking your guys' room. All of us ran upstairs. Like we ran so fast and then we found out that only two people would be sharing a room and then the other members would be like having their own room. So we were playing multiple games. We were playing rock, paper, scissors. We were playing trivia game. Like we were playing everything. And then I didn't share a room with anybody. It was me, Yuki, and London who didn't get to share a room. So that means Yunji and Nicole had to share a room. And that was like really weird because we had the cleanest members, the cleanest member, and the messiest member besides London. So imagine like their room. So, but everyone was so happy, except for Yunji and London, except for Yunji and Nicole, they were all bummed out. We ate some great, amazing 5-star food. Would eat again, top off. So then we were so stuffed. So then we got back to our hotel room, and then we started playing. We started doing some little tiki-talkie there. Funny TikToks, we started taking pictures, and then we were like, why don't we put an all-nighter, first night, why don't we put an all-nighter? Guess who was the first person to sleep? If y'all guessed Nicole, that was wrong. That was really wrong. The first member to fall asleep was London. Our magnet fell asleep. We were like, oh my god, like usually when we're in LA, she would stay up all night and all that stuff. I gave us jet lag. So then she was the first person to fall asleep. We were so shocked that she fell asleep. But we moved on. The rest of our members, we were partying, we were singing karaoke, we were doing all the stuff you would do at a normal sleepover. And then we made it to 5 a.m. And our manager, that 5 a.m. that's where everyone was like sleeping. Then our manager came in at 8 a.m. and said, yo, why y'all guys sleeping around? We in Miami. You guys supposed to be going on the beach, meeting people, taking photos, eating some food. We were like, mind you, we were so sleepy, like we were half dead, like we didn't even know what was going on. Like London woke up fresh and up because you remember she slept early. The rest of us were like eventually we did wake up. Eventually we did wake up. As soon as we bathed, brushed our teeth, ate, we felt really, really good about that. But on the way, as we were like exploring, we met a few of y'all. Like we met a few of y'all in Miami, and we were like, wait, y'all know us? Because we we thought that we weren't famous that much, but guess we are. So we we met some of y'all. Y'all are so nice, y'all are so pretty. Some of y'all really, really smelled good. Like I even asked you guys for what perfume or deodorant y'all put on. Great recommendations. Might buy some later. Just kids, y'all. All made the whole trip so much better. So as we were walking, after we greeted and signed a few stuff, took some pictures with the fans. We saw this great like kind of like an ice cream. They had all various options of ice cream. Sorry guys. It had like so much of ice cream. They had bubblegum, they had cotton candy. One of like the things was like squid ice cream. It was very weird. And then we played rock paper scissors. Who would eat the squid ice cream? I lost, y'all. I lost so bad. That thing tasted bad and good at the same time. I was like, what? I was so confused. No, would not try it again. The reason why I said it was good and bad at the same time, the bad part. The bad part is, first of all, it was squid. I'm sorry, who had the right idea to make squid an ice cream flavor? But then the good part was finishing it. That was the good part of it. I finished it. The cone, I ate the cone like no business. I was so bad, and then after that I drank so much water. I drank like 2 bottles of 2 liter. Sorry, I drank like 2 bottles of water because the taste was still in my mouth. Like he had a bad up the taste, and then as I was drinking, we were walking around. We were walking around. As I was drinking Coke, and I was drinking 2 bottles of water just to wash down like the taste of it. I need to go to the bathroom so bad. I asked like everybody, can I please go to the bathroom, please? I'm gonna be fast. I really need to go to the bathroom because I was about to burst any minute now. I ran so fast. I've never ran so fast in my life. My members were even shocked that I could run that fast. I ran to the bathroom. I peed. I knocked on every single door just to make sure, there's no one in the thing. I knocked. I was like, am I gonna even make it to the bathroom? Because the bathroom was far away when we were. So I ran, and then luckily, as I was knocking, all of them, I got in, like all the doors are locked, like everybody was in the door. And then when I got to, I was like, oh my gosh, I got outside and played outside, and then one of the girls came out. I was like so happy. I ran inside. I took off because I was wearing a dress. So I just, So then I was so relieved. I came out of there like I don't know. Like I came out of there like I just pushed the baby out of me. I washed my hands like very well. I don't know why. I do that a lot. Like I have to wash my hands twice every time I leave the bathroom. Like my members know that. So then I came back running. And then I came back running to my members. They were waiting. I didn't think I was that long because, I thought the pee was just gonna straight down. But they were waiting for like 5 minutes and they said that was long. So dramatic. But then, so we carried on and then we saw an amusement park around the corner. And we went there and we were at the ticket place and this one kid came up to us. Came up to Nicole, actually, and just started speaking. Like she just spoke and spoke and spoke, and started speaking like the most random ass things. She started speaking about her dog eating her like a rat or something like that. We were laughing. The cook was like so confused. She was like, "What the hell is this child speaking about?" And then her mother came and took her. She's like, "I'm so sorry. She does this a lot. She just speaks to random people she finds, and then she just starts speaking like about the dog and eating a rat." It was like so confusing. We laughed it off. The mother was like, "I'm so sorry, y'all." And then she went back to like, and then we were so shocked, like, bro. And then we carried on. When we decided the amusement park, we were deciding on which rides should we do first. We do like the ones that are less scary, or should we just jumbled up, go for the scary, then non-scary, then scary, 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 then non-scary. And then it was super fun, it was super fun. But we were like, okay, we're gonna go on 3 more rides, and then we're going home because it was getting late, it was closing time, you know. So then before that, we ate chili dogs. We ate those good like hot dogs, but they not really hot dogs. I don't know how to explain them, but they were really good. And then we ate so much. We ate them, and then we ate like a slushy after that. So then we got to our first ride. Our first ride, we had an accident. Yugi vomited, like cause I guess she ate a lot and she was eating fast because she was so in a rush, because she's like the slowest eater. Like if there was a competition who could eat the slowest, Yugi would win. So then we were rushing and we were like, okay, come on, Yugi, hurry up, hurry up. We didn't know that she was going to vomit. We didn't think about that after effects. So then after we were finished, Yuki started feeling like sick, and then her tummy was not feeling alright. They were like, oh my word, what's wrong with her? And then she ran to the bathroom because the bathroom was like closer to the ride we were on. So then she went to the bathroom, but like, oh my god. Then she came out. She was like, guys, I just vomited. I felt so sick. I can't. We were like, oh my word. Then she was like, I think it was like all the food, and then I was rushing, y'all. And she started blaming us. I was like, y'all, I told you guys, one day I'm gonna vomit because y'all keep rushing me. And then we started laughing. Then we were laughing and saying sorry at the same time. We were like, oh my god, sorry. We were so girl. And then and then we let Yuki not come on the second round. She felt better, because the last like ride we were on, it was the most like, it wasn't the scariest ride, but people say it was the scariest ride in the whole amusement park. And then we're like, okay, we'll leave that one last, and then let's make sure, because Yuki really wanted to go there because it was her idea of us going to that Pacific ride. So then she's like, I cannot miss this one, please. I'm gonna sit the second one out because I feel like a little bit better than my manager and her went to the nearest clinic there, and then they treated her and all of that. So we were like, the rest of us were just enjoying like the ride. It was bumpy. There was water. I don't know how it was water, but it was water. And then we were laughing, girl. We were so happy. And then as we got off and we were waiting for our manager and Yugi, like the crew, or like the group after us who came with the ride, one of them lost a wig. Like we saw like a wig came off like a girl's head. We were like so shocked. We were like, what the hell is going on? Like we were like so shocked. We were so concerned of like the girls. And then I think that one of the bodyguards found it because it landed on his head, and then he was like, oh my word, not again. We were like, what the hell, this happened again? And then the ride came to the end, and then the girl was like, where's my wig, we started laughing, but like not secretly. And then the the bodyguard gave her the way. She was so happy, Her family was laughing at her like, oh my god, not again. And then it was like, we were looking at each other like, not again, is this the same woman? And then it was so funny, and then like Yuki came and our manager came and we started telling them the story, and then they started laughing, and then Yuki was like, damn, I missed it all, and then we're like, sorry girl. And then we asked her if she's feeling better, and then she's like, yeah, I'm feeling better, the doctor said just wait for 5 minutes, drink some water, not too much though. And then we just sat down, we took like a breathing air, we were still talking about the story, about the girl, and then everything happened so much in this, like, Miami trip. Miami trip, it was like crazy, like, I don't know how to describe this. But then the second day went very well, we were just at home. We're not really at home, we were out, doing some shopping, if you go, you're supposed to be going shopping, at that place. Then we came to shopping, everything was great, everything was smooth. All of a sudden, Yuji fell. Girl, we were like so shocked, like we were in the mall, the mall has like smooth paving, there was no hill, nothing. She just fell. She fell, and then we started laughing. We're like, oh my god, because she was behind us. I don't know, I think she was tying a shoelace. She was behind us, and then she tripped over nothing, like literally nothing. Her shoelace was tied, there was no rock, nothing. She tripped over. She didn't get like hurt, not that bad, like a little bruise, but she tripped over nothing. But anyways, that was like a great 2 days, like a great start into the Miami trip. I keep saying trip. The Miami trip vacation. I don't know what you want to call it, but everything went smooth and sailing. And then our manager on the third day, she was like, y'all rest. You guys, if you want to go outside, y'all can go outside the hotel. And then some of us did stay in the hotel and some of us didn't stay. Well, like, not actually, like 2 members who went out of the whole day because they wanted to go do some shopping. And then we were like, okay, when we came back, we were expecting like a fun story, what happened in Miami, like y'all can, they came back with nothing, no funny story. But it came to the end of the day, or like dinner time, so then it was me and Yuki who were cooking, because I don't know why we were cooking, but we were cooking. And then the girls were like, okay, we're gonna search for a scary movie so for us to watch, because so then we were done cooking, they were done looking for a movie. After that, we were watching and eating at the same time. Mind you, the food is like freshly cooked, like it's hot. And then there was a jump scare. I'm so happy. I'm not happy, but London was sitting on the floor with Nicole, and then there was a jump scare. Guess what happened? The food spilled on top of her. Like, all of us were in panic mode. London was like, she was screaming out in pain. Like, we were like, oh my god, what did we do? And then me and Yuki were like, what? Like, did we make the food super, super hot? No, we didn't. Like, no. We were stressed out. Luckily, she had a blanket over her legs, and a pillow, so it wasn't really that damaging. She got like a few burn stains. That's not bad. We took her straight to the hotel clinic. Everything went well. She's fine. The doctor said just put this burning ointment on. She still has to put the burning ointment on till the day. But her legs are getting so much better. We felt so bad. We were like what a great way to end our third night in Miami. We were so happy, and then it was the fourth day. We were like, damn, we here for like, cause like the fifth day was like the last day, and then the sixth day we had to pack and go, because that was the day, like the sixth. I wouldn't call it sixth day, but the move, like the going date was the sixth day we had to. So the fourth day we were so happy. We were pumped up. You know, it was amazing. And then like we started like we were in the living room. We started talking about all the crazy stuff that happened in these past 3 days, y'all. 3 days, and there's so much happened. Like, unbelievable. Unbelievable. But enough of the Miami vacation crazy stories. That's another stories for another live, or like other members are gonna be speaking about it. Sorry. But y'all have been asking questions on our Instagram, like personal Instagrams and the company Instagram, about like us, and then our new group Echo. Some of y'all think that we do not get along because there's no videos of us collaborating. We get along. We're not tight, but we're pretty comfortable. We laugh, we speak, we photo, everything. We're not as tight, but they just moved. They just moved into the company dorms, sorry, company rooms, and slow and steady. It's not like we need to be close. Like, it's not a must. We find there's no bad blood with them, and nothing else. But y'all have been enjoying Yunji's makeup tutorial, and y'all have been asking for all of us to do, and we deciding on who else should do, because we're not used to this type of content. We just used to dancing, and that's all. Dancing, retaking until we get the perfect things. And then Yunji and other ones, we were like, is it even gonna be good? But I promise y'all, what did I say? I promise y'all, we're gonna be doing more content on that. Obviously, we just got back like 3 days ago. We still like unpacking our clothes, but everything is fine. And y'all have been asking, do we have favorite members, like, or who we close to? I think that we all like pretty tight, walking along, we're all funny, all of us bring something into the group. Some of us bring laughter, jokes, advice, things that don't need to be out there, but they do. Some of them give us too much TMI. Like, when we need a story, that's the person that we need. Like, all of us bring something into the group, and we love that. So, yeah, this is the end. I am so sorry. I would love to stay, but I have to go. One of my members just came, and I don't know if you want to say hello. Want to say hello? Okay, she does not want to say hello, but it was Yuki, guys. So she just came here to call me because apparently there's like an emergency in the dorms, and I don't know why, because there's literally an adult member in the house, and I'm talking about Nicole. She's like 1 year older than me, and she's in the house. But I have to end there, and then I think y'all gonna be sharing our next live by Echo. I'm not sure which member, but soon. Bye.